What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead, you guys. Go ahead. I was gonna say go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. Child, I'm so used to just saying, hey that. Happy Thursday to you all. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday. We are getting ready to get into this. It is still Teacher Appreciation Week. So if you have not thanked a teacher yet, then this would be a perfect time to do that. Make sure, again, I'm not saying that it is monetary, that you have to monetarily thank a teacher. You can write a card, you can make a phone call. But if you have a teacher or a nurse, it is also Nurse Appreciation Week in your life, it will be a great time to do that. All right. If you have not hit the like button, please do. And let's go ahead and get into these things, honey. Let's go ahead and get into these things. Um, Lord, I hit the wrong thing. Okay. Child, I'm trying to get to the right button. I done hit the wrong button. All right, you guys. Hey, everybody. I said, oh, it's a lot of people in here. Child, why is this thing? Lord have mercy. I couldn't get to the screen, child. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me say hi to the people and we're going to get into it. All right, Lemon Kush, first one in the room. Hey, Layla, Amber, C Golden, Below. What's going on? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cool Gamer. Tracy. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Andre. What's up, girl? L Love. Baby Blue Prada Shoes. What's going on? Hey, Tracy. Corray, Miss Adams. Vintage 1970 years. What's up, Jonathan? While you walk these 2 miles, I know that's right. You out there getting fit and healthy. Hey, Nap Queen. Hey, hey. Thais. Oh, Thais has become a member. Let me tell y'all. And welcome to the tribe, Thais. Welcome and thank you so much. Y'all, when I tell you Thais is giving me my life, Thais, you are funny in a way that is just, I don't even know how to describe it. So like nonchalant. Like Thais is hilarious, y'all. If y'all are not checking out Thais, y'all better. If you ain't subscribed, you better. Tracy, make sure you drop Thais's link in the chat. I was listening to you earlier. I was actually gonna talk about you in a good way. Because we're gonna talk about Miss Anita Baker, honey. And I caught your live earlier about Anita Baker. We're gonna get to her. We're gonna get to Nita. Okay. We're gonna get to Nita. All right, you guys. Now we got some things we need to talk about today. So let's go ahead and get into it. We even have a for those who are new here, we have a segment here called Shit I Did Not Ask For. We have one of those today, okay? Let me start. You know what? I'm gonna just first of all, I have to I have to start with some sad news, okay? Now, for those of you who have been following me, y'all know how I feel about my daytime soaps. Even my nighttime soaps. Y'all know that we do a retro review over here of Falcon Crest. I dropped one today. I know y'all ain't seen one in a while, but I dropped one today. Y'all know Falcon Crest is my favorite of the nighttime soaps out of Dallas and Dynasty and all that. Falcon Crest was my favorite. I used to watch it on Friday nights with my mama after the Dukes of Hazzard. I remember, okay? But I also grew up on ABC daytime soaps. I started watching them at my godmama house. She would watch me. I would stay at my god with my godmother during summers and on any type of school break, spring break, Christmas break, all of that. Minus actual Christmas Day and all of that. But I would stay with her, and she was already retired, and she watched Ryan's Hope, All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital. And I started watching. I don't know. I probably was middle school, and I started watching, maybe even elementary school, child. And I started watching, and I still watch General Hospital every day. It is in my DVR. I watch it every day, and I watched All My Children and One Life to Live until they went off the air. Um, Found out today we lost one. Baby, we lost Bobby. If you were a General Hospital watcher, you know Bobby. And Bobby has been a staple since I was a kid. Now, I don't know when Bobby started doing the show, but Bobby has been a staple since I was a kid with a character Bobby. That ain't her name, child. Bobby, remember Bobby was married to Tony, and Tony cheated on Bobby with who we found out later was Bobby's daughter, which is Carly. Child, it's been a lot. Bobby done been through some stuff, child. Bobby done been through some stuff. And you know, they are about a month to 2 months ahead as far as filming. So Bobby is still, they just had the nurses ball, child. We just saw Bobby a few weeks ago on episodes. Bobby is not an everyday character anymore, but she's still around, child. Well, we found out today that Bobby has passed away. And now I have not gone back to check. She started in 1977. Look at that. Thank you, C. Golden. I love y'all. What's up, the artist? Where you been? Where you been, Crackhead Willie? Where have you been? Um, but I love me some Bobby, y'all, and she's gone today. We just lost my girl, the nurse, oh Lord, what's her name, y'all? On the show, the heavy set black woman. We just lost her. Hey, Deb, what's going on? And so we'll probably have a storyline for Bobby and her passing. I'm gonna say give it about a month to a month and a half because we just had the memorial for dang, she had like an old one of them old names. You've been working too? Okay, I understand, baby. You know I understand. Um Epiphany. We just had the memorial for Epiphany maybe a couple of weeks ago, and she passed away after the holidays, I believe. So it is what, early May now? I would say mid to late. Thank you, Thais Epiphany. I would say mid to late June. I would, and what they're gonna, they have to do something. I mean, they gave Epiphany a great send off. I mean, I was over here in my fields. Okay, they gave Epiphany a great send off. So I can only imagine the storyline that they are going to write for Bobby. I can only imagine the people that are going to come back. They might even get Luke to come back because he retired and he said he done it. He's one of the few people that has stuck to it. We ain't seen Luke as in 10 years. I'm exaggerating. But I can only imagine the story they're going to write because, I mean, again, she's been there since 1977. She's been a part of every storyline. Um, so I'm just going to wait. Oh, it's a writer's strike. I forgot. Oh, Lord. Oh. Well, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. It'll be delayed, but it won't be denied. Because there is no way that they cannot acknowledge it and write a storyline for Bobby. So it might be delayed. I don't know how long this, because the good thing about soap operas is that they are ahead. So, you know, we'll get new shows for a while with the soap operas, child. All right. Well, rest in peace. And, you know, again, I love me some Bobby. I have been a diehard General Hospital watcher, like I said, since I was in I mean, I don't go back to 1977, but I go back to the 80s. Okay. I go back to the 80s. So, all right. Yeah, oh, the likes are not looking good, Jessica. Jessica said, get them likes up, y'all. Please hit the like button as you come in. If you are new here, go ahead and take a seat. My Urshas, they will find a seat for you. It's 111 of y'all here. It may not be no room in the front row, but it's some second and third row seats available. Okay. Um, um, donations are not required, but they are accepted. And it is Teacher Appreciation Week. Y'all show me some appreciation. You know what I mean. Okay, do I remember the Ice Princess sword? Oh, yes, I absolutely remember that. Yeah, do y'all remember? Oh no, I'm getting ready. See, y'all about to make me go down memory lane with General Hospital and all the storylines. I ain't doing it with y'all today. I'm not doing that with y'all today. My girl Tracy is back. Um, and y'all know I love me some Tracy. Yeah, Tracy's had a rough week, child, but that's my girl. Y'all know I love me some Tracy. Um, hey, Danny say I remember watching them with you in college. Now y'all know Danny is my little sister, my college little sister. Y'all know I don't know her. Shut up, Markel. And y'all know that we've known each other since college, and I used to videotape on my VHS every day. I used to videotape all my children, One Life to Live, in General Hospital. And remember, back those were the days. I'm glad El Teddy ain't here, child, because you know he'd be talking about me. Those were the days, and we're gonna talk about the bishop today. So shut up. Those were the days. Flamingo Road. Was that a show or was that a storyline, Thais? It's familiar, but I don't. Ooh, you might have got me on that one, Thais. Was Flamingo Road a show or a storyline? I feel like I remember a show. Ooh, Cassadine. Ooh, Helena Cassadine. Now I used and so we used to watch it. So she said she remember me watching in college. I sure did. Every day I taped it. And then me and my mama would get on the phone. And you know, those were the days where long distance wasn't free like it is now. And I will never forget. My daddy would be like, "I know y'all not sitting on the phone running up my phone bill talking about these fake people." Oh, he used to get so mad. But we had to get caught up. We had to talk about these people. Yes, the Cassadines, Helena. I never watched Passions. I used to watch Santa Barbara. It was short lived. It started as a movie. Okay, then I do remember. I never watched it, but I remember that name. Okay, I used to watch Santa Barbara. And what was the one that was Passions? Was that Passions? The black people. Remember they had a black one that had Christoph St. John on it and Vivica Fox. It was a black one. Oh yeah, Billy Clyde. Oh, don't even get me started on all my children because that was my favorite out of the three. All my children was my favorite out of the three. Generations, that was Generations. Yes. Now I used to watch Generations. Yeah, Passions was the one with the witches and stuff. Now I never did Passions. I never did Passions, and I never really did the CBS shows. Now my grandmother used to watch. My grandmother would watch the child. My grandmother would watch the first half hour of Young and the Restless because remember Young and the Restless came on at 12:30 to 1:30. So my grandmother would watch the first half hour of Young and the Restless, and then she'd flip over to All My Children at 1 o'clock. Yes, honey, baby, you love. I love Cruz. Yes, Cruz was ooh. Listen, I think that was my first crush on a Latino boy. A Martinez. Yes, I wanted me some Cruz in my life. I used to love Santa Barbara Child. Passions had a black family, and one of them was intersex and had a baby for the. Oh yeah, I never watched Passions. That's a lie. Adam and Stewart. Oh, the actor that played Adam and Stewart, he know. Just like Erica Slezak. See, y'all done got me started. I'm gonna stop right here. But just like Erica Slezak, when she would play Nikki and Vicky, baby, she did that, and he did that. Him played him. I remember when they didn't know who Stewart was, and it was the big secret. I remember when Adam Chandler first came to town, honey, and they had this big secret and they were trying to figure out what he had at his house. He had this, and they were worried about what it was, and they found out it was Stewart. And then everybody fell in love with Stewart. Remember, everybody just fell in love with Stewart. Oh, Stewart was so. Don't get me started. I'm gonna have to go back and find some old All My Children. I was so mad when they canceled it. Oh, I was so mad when they canceled All My Children. Anyway, y'all, we gotta get back to some other stuff, child. We gotta get back to some other stuff. Cause y'all can do this all day. Remember Carol, mother and daughter? That was such a good twist. That must be you talking about Young and the Restless. That's Catherine and Jill over there. I don't know them people. Hmm. Yes, honey. Yeah, Oh, you know Erica Kane, the incomparable Susan Lucci, honey. The incomparable Susan Lucci. Okay. I hated when Cliff left All My Children with Young and the Restless. I just hate. I hated when Cliff left. I hated when they killed Greg. Remember he died in the ski mobile accident. I hated that because I was like, why y'all do that? Greg was living his best doctor's life with his girl, and it just messed it up. Remember Tad? Oh, remember Tad? Tad was such a cad. Remember they used to call him Tad the cat. I'm not doing this with y'all. All right, I'm done. I'm done. We moving on. We moving on. Don't leave out one life to live in the origins of the name that still have black folks in a strength. Cordero. I do remember Cord. Cord and Tina. They was fools. Cord and Tina was some fools. Yeah, Greg and Jenny. Jenny was her name. That was Tad's sister. Best friends. Remember Jenny and Angie and oh shoot. Jesse. Remember Jenny and Jesse were best friends. Remember that? Remember Liza said Jesse had tried to sexually assault her. Y'all not doing this. We gonna have to just do a whole nother live to talk about soaps because every time we do this, every time we do this, Now let's get back. Come on, reset. Boop boop boop. I ain't doing this with y'all all day. What reboot? The reboot of what? You said Xavier. Hold on, let me scroll back up because Xavier. Let me see what Xavier talking about. Did you watch the reboot? The reboot of what? Passions. Remember on. I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'm gonna be done for real. Remember on One Life to Live when they had that secret underground um city that they found. And remember Bo and a bunch of folk was down there. And remember that's when Bo's wife died. Remember Bo? I remember her. I can't remember her name now, but I remember when she fell against like this electric wall or something, and she electrocuted herself. Oh, I was so sad for Bo. I was so sad for Bo. All right, moving on. I'm not doing this with y'all. But if you do want a little nostalgia, I did drop a retro review of Falcon Crest. I dropped it this morning. I told y'all Thursdays will be my retro days. So when I record my retro videos, I'm gonna drop them on Thursday. So y'all got Falcon Crest today. Y'all know I love me some Angela, honey. It's getting good. Okay, since we talking about this stuff, let's move on. Let's roll on. The Beyonce people, come down front, please. Beyonce people, and y'all know I'm not a beehiver over here, but the Beyonce people, come here. Come down front, please. Please. Beyonce people, I need you right here. Mm-hmm. They used to have a soap streaming channel and they canceled. Remember, they had Soap Network and they used to play all of the old shows. They would during the day, they would do the no, I'm telling the fib. At night, they would do the replay of all of the ABC shows. So at night, you could catch One Life to Live, All My Children, General Hospital. That day's episode would be that night on Soap Network. During the day, they played retro shows. Like they played old episodes of shows and then they would play the nighttime soaps. That's how I watched Dallas from the beginning. Because this was before streaming and before you could go buy the box sets and all of that. They started Dallas from the first season, episode 1, and I was like, oh well, I never saw Dallas from the beginning. And I started watching Dallas. They had Dallas, Dynasty, the Colbys, Knots Landing. I don't know if they ever did Falcon Crest. Now that I think about it, I don't remember them doing Falcon Crest. They did Beverly Hills 90210. They did Melrose Place. And did Another World. Because I remember I used to watch Another World here and there. They did Another World. They would show the old episodes of Another World during the day. And they would show the old episodes of like other stuff. I can't remember now. Yeah, they had a whole network, but just like a lot of those networks, it just went away, child. It went away. But I agree, they need to bring it back. Her name was Sarah. Okay. I did like the 90210 reboot. I'm not gonna lie, I did. All right, Beehive people, come here. Come here, Beehive people. Now this is for the Beehive people that are saying bad things. That's for the people. It's not for the Beehive people that are happy and they are ready. I know Markel and so Jeff, y'all are proud members of the Beehive. Let me say this to y'all. See, this is why I don't nobody like fooling with y'all. Because no matter what that woman does, it ain't good enough for y'all. Y'all ask her to drop an album, she drops the album. Y'all ask her to switch it up, she switches it up. You know, it ain't good enough. Oh, she dropped the album. She could drop 50 songs. And y'all be like, I mean, y'all wanted a tour. The woman ain't been on tour in 4.5 years. She gave y'all a tour, okay? A world tour. Do y'all realize that the tour started yesterday, and there are people who don't have tickets till August? That means that for the next 6 to 12 months of this woman's life, she is gonna be on the road with them 3 babies and that husband that ain't claiming them babies he got all over the country. Bring it back. Bring it back. Now y'all got the nerve to complain and say she ain't dancing enough. I mean, the show looked all right, but first of all, y'all was already looking at an illegal bootleg stream of the show to begin with. Y'all weren't supposed to be looking at that show last night. Then you got the nerve to be wanting to talk about the fact and talk about it. Listen, that woman is 41 years old. She done had 3 children. She got an ankle injury. What y'all want her to do? Backflips off the stage? I mean, what y'all want this woman to do? And I'm not even a Beyonce fan, and y'all got me defending her. I'm gonna need y'all to calm down. I'm gonna need the beehive, and again, I'm talking to the people that saying negative things. Negative things. I'm gonna need y'all to just calm down. Just calm down. Now, for the people that was happy with what they saw and they was loving it, listen, be ready. But I'm just talking to. I said, damn, they complaining because I saw a couple of clips. I ain't had no problem with it. I saw a couple of clips. I thought the show was phenomenal from what I saw. I love so far. I think I'm loving all them looks. That Mugler piece that she starts her show with, baby, that thing is bad. Okay, not especially the people who couldn't afford a ticket. Right. But you know what, That ain't even good enough because Rihanna levitated at the Super Bowl, and y'all still was like, I mean, I said, do y'all realize how high up in the sky that woman was performing for y'all? That wasn't good enough. I said, you know what, you just can't make these people happy. The bodysuit with the hands, I thought that was cute. I thought that was cute. But I mean, from what I saw, I thought it was nice. She did what needed to be done. I thought it looked nice. Listen, I ain't going to the show. I don't want to go to the show. I'm good with what I saw, but yeah, she hurt her foot in Dubai and she ended up having to have foot surgery. Yes. So Beyonce ain't coming outside no more after this tour. Right, y'all better get it. If y'all a Beyonce fan, y'all better get it. She 41 years old. That I'm not saying this the last tour y'all gonna get, but baby, the next time she go out on tour, she gonna be looking like Janet. I love Janet, and I'm mad that I'm not going to the Janet show. But y'all know Janet ain't doing nothing but giving y'all a little shimmy. She hitting a couple of notes and then she giving you a little shimmy. Y'all ain't getting the Janet of 20 years ago because Janet's 70 years old. Okay, Janet is still touring, but Janet ain't. But this is Janet's first tour in how long? This is the first Janet tour in forever. I don't. When was her last tour? It's probably been about 9, 10 years for Janet. It's been a minute. It's been a minute for Janet. Jamie done went, got married, had a baby, and did some other stuff. Child, Janet ain't think about you. I'm not doing this with you, Markel. What you're not going to do is come in here and talk about Janet. That is not. Check my IG. Okay. Tracy always sending me stuff. Now you had to post it again. Oh, Lord, what's going on with you, Tracy? Hold on. Lord. Babs, thank you so much. Babs gifted some memberships. Andrea Nelson. Oh, my baby Andrea was gifted a membership. Thank you. Thank you so much, Babs. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tracy, for letting me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there will be a members only live at some point this weekend. I was gonna try to do it tonight, but it's a little late because we did the teacher project earlier. If you weren't over there, y'all check out the teacher project 2.0. But we will be having the members only live, honey. Got some things to talk about. So listen, right? She tried to do that tour a few years ago, and then she got pregnant, and then she had to stop the tour, and then she rescheduled the tour, but then the Panorama happened, and so here she is. But yeah, I mean, y'all got to understand that these people are getting older. Their bodies just don't do what their bodies need to do anymore. Especially the people like the Janets and the Beyonces that used to be on heels for hours at a time dancing every night. Like y'all really need to chill out sometime. Y'all be doing a lot. KFS, poor thing. Um, since Janet being around, I don't know one lyric. All I know is the tune that woman whispers off. You know what? We're not gonna do that. Y'all gonna back up off of Janet. Y'all are gonna back up off my boo. That's my girl. That's my girl. Now y'all gonna leave Janet alone. All right. So I just had to, like I said, I don't even know nothing about these people, but I just put my 2 cents in about the Janet thing. Now, I mean about the Beyonce thing. Now, since we are talking about music, child, we got to talk about Nita. We got to talk about Nita. Babs gifted a membership, but I only see one person. Hold on. Does everyone have gifted memberships turned on? Oh, how did you do that, Tracy? You lit it up. Oh, because you put a super chat. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the super chat, Tracy. I was like, why is that lit up like that? It's a super chat. Thank you. So I don't know what you did. Okay, there it is. All right. Thank you so much, Tracy. Yes, remember, guys, go into your settings. And you have to put on, you have to change it to allow gifting, or you have to turn it on. So when people gift memberships, your name will be in the queue to get a gifted membership. And let me just say this before we go on. Gifted, what a gifted membership is, for those who don't know. If you are already a member, you can gift somebody a membership. It is for 1 month. It will not automatically renew like it renews your membership every month. It is just for 1 month, and that person has 30 days access to membership perks and benefits. Um, and if at the end of those 30 days they decide to become a member, then they can join. They can join on their own, or if not, they got the membership perks for a month, and it gave them that experience, right? Um, I told you guys that I will be gifting one membership a month myself. As the platform continues to grow, I can do things like that for you guys. So I will be gifting a membership once a month myself as well. So thank you for those that are gifting memberships. I appreciate it. But I just don't see it on my side. That's why my mod has to let me know, because I can't see it through StreamYard. All right. Thank you so much, Joyce. I did. I did. It just the week is almost over. It's Teacher Appreciation Week. They've been treating us nice at work this week, child. Just gonna go back to the same old bull hockey next week, but All right. Now let's talk about Nita. Y'all, can we talk about Nita Baker? Now listen. I love Nita. Okay. Nita was my daddy's hall pass when I was growing up. My mama said, listen, that's your daddy's hall pass. If he ever, find himself in a room with Nita Baker, and he, do what needs to be done, baby, that's his hall pass. Like, my daddy loves some Nita Baker. I have known about Nita Baker since chapter 8. I just want to be your girl, baby. She sings that thing. She sings that thing down. Um, and I, have all of her albums. I love me some Nita. But let's be clear, Nita has always had a shitty reputation. We just gonna call a thing a thing. We just gonna call a thing a thing. Anita Baker has always had a shitty reputation. Two things can be true at the same time. Now, Ashley, is it Ashley says so? Hold on, y'all. Well, let me tell y'all what's going on for those who don't know yet. Nita is on tour. Remember, she retired a couple of years ago, said she wasn't going on tour no more, but now she back on tour. Okay. I ain't gonna get into that, but she back. Okay. And Babyface was supposed to open for her last night. Not Anita say from beginning to end 365 days a year, I'm gonna do my whole set regardless of what time I start. You know what? That is exactly what she said last night. So Babyface posted this on his Instagram and says, I am truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening at the Prudential Center. Oh, I'm sorry. I was asked not to perform in order to give Miss Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. My band and I are extremely saddened we didn't get to perform for y'all tonight. Now, let me say this. No, Babyface isn't the bigger star. Babyface has the more extensive catalog. See, thank you, Xavier, because that's getting ready to take me into the story I'm getting ready to tell y'all. Now, Ashley says so, who is a YouTuber, and she does a lot of like stories of like she does like a lot of the Black Hollywood stories, like true Hollywood type stuff, but like the Black people. And she did the whole breakdown on the Luther Vandross, Anita Baker. Mods, if y'all could drop her link in the chat for me, please. I believe it's Ashley says so. Um, and it's funny. I watched that video maybe a couple of weeks ago, because I always knew that Luther Vandross and Anita Baker had fallen out, but I never knew what it was about. I never knew the whole backstory. Because excuse me, all I remember was Luther was down to the Oprah Winfrey show, and Oprah asked Luther about Anita Baker, and Luther said that he just feels like when someone has their own hits, they should not need to sing mine. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact quote, but basically he was saying that Anita Baker went on that stage and sang his songs, and he was not understanding why people felt the need to sing Nita Baker's song, why Nita Baker felt the need to sing his songs when they were on tour together. He had a problem with that. Well, let me explain. Let me give y'all a little bit of the backstory. Oh yeah, Nita Baker has. Oh yeah. I mean, Luther was too. Let's be clear. Luther wasn't the nicest person either. But in this instance, what had happened was Luther and Anita Baker were going on tour together, right? Now, Nita Baker was the bigger star in that moment because Nita Baker had all of these hits. In that moment, her star was here. But Luther, you know, it was his tour. So Nita Baker and her people felt like she should close the show because at that time she had like the number one song. It was her um the song, the album with All My Heart on it, that was like the number one song or whatever. And so her people was like, why is she opening for Luther? She should be closing for Luther because I do not have a fresh new do. Shut up, Mims. Um, no, this is called I need to get my hair done, child. This little flip on the side, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Um, Luther couldn't write. Yeah, Luther didn't write a lot of his music. This is Babyface Vacation Money. He definitely don't have to be there. You better say it again for the people in the back, Thais. Um, so what happened was Anita Baker and her people basically lost that fight. She had to open for Luther because technically it was his tour. Well, the way they were going to do it, well, it was sort of similar to the SWV Escape argument about whether who was going to open for who was the co-head, was it going to be a co-headliner tour, all of that. But whatever it was, when they got done fighting about it, Anita was going first, Luther was going last. So on opening night of the tour, Nita Baker took her happy tail out on that stage and she proceeded to sing Luther songs. Baby, they said Luther was pissed. So that is the backstory to that. Okay, that is the backstory to that. But Anita Baker does not have the best reputation with how she has treated people on tour with her. Now, Twixt had a young man on his channel earlier today that actually was at the show last night and gave a first-hand account. Now, I'm gonna let y'all go over to Twixt's channel and catch the whole story. But suffice to say, the show started 2.5 hours late. The young man said he got there and they were still doing sound check. And because the show started so late, they basically booted Babyface and let Anita do her whole set. Now let's be clear, that happens all the time. Okay? We know that if you are an opening act, you know that you may or may not go on because sometimes shit happens. But it doesn't happen when you are an A-list celebrity yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you're like a no-name artist that we just given a chance to, there might be times when you get booted. But you don't boot Babyface. No, ma'am. You don't boot no Babyface. That is just not how this works. That is not how this works. Okay? And so Babyface said, listen, I got as many fans out in that audience as you do, ma'am. And I need to let my people know why I am not here. I promise you there was people there that bought them tickets because Babyface was gonna be there. You feel what y'all feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Baby don't need no money because he stole all the Tony Braxton's. You know what? Now let's be clear. I agree. Thais said it. Mem said it. Babyface don't need this money. Let's just go call a thing a thing. He don't need the money. But that's not the point. And what ended up happening was everybody has been commenting. After that, baby, they all started commenting and talking about Miss Anita Baker. Okay? They was talking about, let me say, Stephanie Mills, and Stephanie Mills Stephanie Mills does not hold her tongue. Stephanie Mills does not hold her tongue. Stephanie Mills says, we have got to be better than this. I am saddened by the fact that you have to make this statement. One would think, as an older artist who is considered iconic or legendary, we would treat each other with respect and dignity. At Babyface, we can tour together anytime. Anthony Thigman said Anita Baker needs to stop having co-headliners if she's going to continue to act this way. She did this a while back with Maxwell. Now we know Maxwell, some things, she ain't do so right by Maxwell. Baby Layla Hathaway just put the two eye emojis up there like, ooh. Tony Braxton sent a heart to him. They're friends. Tamar sent, an emoji. We don't care about Tamar. Lonnie Love said, I'm sorry. I opened for Miss Baker 15 years ago and it was a stone trip. I had hoped that she and her team had improved for the better over the years. Lord. Now, this is a comic. Lonnie Love. She said she went through the same damn thing. Ma'am, I just need you to do better. Now, from my understanding, um, from my understanding, Anita Baker released a statement addressing it, and it was some bush. Okay, it was some bush. Okay, um, ma'am, just there's just a better way to handle things, and you would think after all of these years, you would just know a better way of handling things. Okay, I like Babyface's album from last year. It was cute. His album last year was real cute. It was real cute. Um, Xavier, you said they were still friends after he stole all her money. Let's be clear. Babyface didn't steal Tony Braxton's money. Let's start from the see. This how y'all be getting me off topic. Babyface did not steal Tony Braxton's money. What happened was Tony Braxton signed a contract. She signed a type of contract that a new artist signs, but she was spending money like she was Diana Ross. It was a shitty contract. Point blank, period. It was to LaFace Records, which is, partly Babyface. But what ended up happening was when they went to court, Babyface backed up Tony and helped Tony get out of that contract and recoup some of that money. And so that is why they probably were able to be cool because ultimately Babyface sided with Tony and supported her to get out of that contract. I'm insulted that Really B doesn't put my comments on screen. Also, I got a whole expose on Lonnie. She might want to tread lightly because it's some deep personal stuff complete with receipt. Well, let me know when you're doing the expose, sir. Let me know when you are doing the expose. Tony ain't even. Yeah, Tony ain't mad. Let me tell you something. Tony and Babyface still work together. Good evening, all. Anita Baker needs to take her. See, that's what happens when you start reading comments, child. Oh, she need to take her tail in the corner. She best be glad her star has already risen because now it would be just a falling star. Sorry that happened. Yeah, I mean, definitely her type of music would not. I mean, it's just that type of music is dead. Lonnie Love also said the caterer only had legs and thighs, no white, no white meat ties. Shout Wendy, you got the red ball, baby. Nita Baker, she wouldn't let Babyface perform last night, honey, at the concert. So that is what had happened with the whole Babyface Nita Baker situation. Now let's be clear. I like Nita. I do. But Nita wasn't getting none of my money anyway, because when I went to go look at them tickets that was coming when she was coming through DC, them tickets was in the triple digits. Now, I know that tickets aren't what they used to be. I know we're gonna have to spend more money nowadays, post, Roni Ron, everything is more expensive. But I listen, we had New Edition touring this summer. We had Nita Baker touring this summer. Fantasia was coming through. We had Janet. I wasn't going to see Beyonce, but okay, throw her in the mix. We thought we was gonna get some Riri after the Super Bowl, but then Riri, she pulled the Uno reverse on us and was like, So listen, I had to pick and choose my money. Now, what's funny is I ended up not going to see none of them. Okay, I ended up not going to see none of them. But when I looked up them Nita Baker tickets and they was like $200-$300, I said, excuse, excuse me, $200-$300. Nita, I love you, girl, but oh, Mims, I need to call you about that one, honey. Mims really be not reading my comments either. I had to post 3 times for her to read. You know what? Don't do that. Tracy, don't come in here and be siding with Mims. Now I am going to see LL Cool J on my birthday. On my actual birthday, me and my sister are going to see LL Cool J. And the tickets were very reasonable. I mean, I guess they supposed to be. The tickets were very reasonable. So on my birthday, I get the lust over Ladies Love Cool James. Um, for about 2 hours. Yeah, I'm good with it. And I got good seats, honey. I got good seats. I'll be able to see the sweat glistening. And I'm good with that. Damn, who y'all calling high? What? Mim just trying to start a fight in the chat. I'm not doing this with. We're at in DC at Capital One Arena downtown. Uh-huh. I know, Corey. I know. Like I said, I know I gotta get used to the new normal. I gotta get used to the new normal. I know that tickets are not what they used to be. I get it. But it was just too many people touring this summer. All right, y'all. Let's take a pause. Let's have a serious moment. Hey, Zara, how you doing, my love? We need to have a serious moment for a second before we get back to the rah rah. I just want to bring something to y'all's attention. I know that we have been disappointed with the Shanquella Robinson case and the lack of movement that we see with the case. I know that. But I want to bring something to, and we talked about this when the FBI said they were not going to extradite. And I told you guys that these things sometimes can take years. That these things can sometimes take years. I want y'all to see this. Remember, we talked about Natalie Holloway, Jordan Vandersloot. If you guys don't remember, Natalie Holloway was on her high school trip. Oh, I hate this camera. Can't it takes it so long to adjust. Was on its She was on her senior trip and she went off with some dude and ended up missing and then was found unalive. And this guy, Jordan Vandersloot, eventually was charged with it. And remember, I told you guys that it takes extradition can take forever, depending on the situation and all that. And this is Aruba. As you can see here, he is just being extradited. This happened in 2005. Oh gosh, I don't know why it takes so long for this thing to readjust. This new camera, I don't know. It must be a setting I need to check. I don't know. I've tried to play with the settings. So no, I don't know if they. I don't think they ever found the body. I think that he bragged about what happened, and that's. I don't remember all the details. I think he bragged about what happened or whatever. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah. So that's what it was. Okay, there we go. It's better. Okay. So they declared her dead in 2012. Okay. Okay, let me know, Mims, because ooh, that's you got me intrigued, child. He has been in jail for killing another girl. Yeah. So again, and don't forget the rally is next Saturday, I believe, here in DC. There, Shanquella Robinson's family will be here in DC. They will be rallying. I'm still trying to get in touch. Well, I've gotten in touch with her attorney, Sue Ann Robinson, but we just can't coordinate times to get her to come on and do an interview. She's available during the day. I'm not. Her evenings are limited, so we're trying to get that together. Trying to get that together. As a father was yeah, he was very connected. He was very connected, but I'm just saying these things don't happen overnight. I saw that today and I was like, wow, that just brought that to my attention. All right, but I wanted to just bring that, I just had to bring that to the people. I just had to bring that to the people. All right, y'all. Allegedly, Peter Thomas ain't paying his people. Allegedly, Peter Thomas is down to the Baltimore Bar One, not paying his people. Now, this is coming from Gossip of the City Instagram page, and it says the following: Peter Thomas owes his Bar One Baltimore employees thousands of dollars because he hasn't funded the payroll account in almost 2 months. I literally haven't been paid since March. Are you still going to work? Or are you saying they owe you? Because I wouldn't have been to work since March. I would already have a new job. Yeah, I saw that memes that they beat them girls up down in Greensboro. I saw that. Somebody sent me that video. Oh, and he hasn't paid his rent. He's 18 months past due on that waterfront property. His staff is literally behind on bills, and this ninja be outside living his best life. And he's being investigated by the IRS for fraud. Now that's coming from somebody else. I didn't say he's being investigated. I don't know nothing about that man. But I got questions. I got questions. First of all, why ain't nobody else saying nothing? Like this, what I don't understand. I live here locally, and if it hit the news, I missed it. Let me just say that if it hit the local news, I missed it. Why are you sending gossip in the tea? Why are you not calling the local news saying, "Excuse me, hello, this man ain't paid me in 2 months." But let me tell you what I know. What I know is, and again, I don't know what his bills are, but I know that spot stay packed. And we just had CIAA in February, sir. It's March, April, May. So in mid February, we just had a whole week, and you had parties every day and all that. Child, let me tell you, my check was 2 days late, and I didn't show up until my money deposit. Exactly. I mean, I would already had another job by now. This would just be a situation where he owed me. I don't know. Do I believe it? I believe it's possible because we know you for your works, Peter. We know you for your works. Allegedly, you have done this before. Allegedly, we know you for your works. So, do I believe that you got people down in Baltimore that you owe money to? Yeah. Mims did interview Peter's ex girlfriend. Now she ain't say a lot of negative stuff about him on the live. She kept it cute, but if you could read between the lines, if you could read between the lines, Tracy, do me a favor. Can you drop the link to that video Mims did with the girlfriend? If you can find it for me, please. If not, just drop Mims's link to his channel. But Mims interviewed her. What was it back in like February? Mims, you interviewed the Portia's. I mean, not Portia. Thomas's ex girlfriend. Now, if you could read between the lines, and she kept it cute publicly. She probably told Mims a few things backstage, but if you could read between the lines, you know some things, okay? Yes, I have some students that work for Peter. He not paying. Ooh, you had to give some of them textbooks. See, look at that. Last we heard, he still owes Cynthia some money. Remember, she took him to court for something. I'm sure that's been resolved by now. That was a while back. That's a mess. That's a mess. Okay, listen. Shout out to the 200 people in the chat. I hope you guys have hit that like button. But that's what they said about Peter, child. That's what they had said about Peter, honey. All right. Are y'all ready for a shit we did not ask for? Y'all ready for it? For those that are new here, we have a segment here called Shit We Did Not Ask For. Okay. If you are a member, you have emojis and you can play with your emojis. If not, you can still play along in the chat. I'm going to tell you something. It's usually a food item or something along those lines, but you're going to put a one in the chat if it's something you asked for. You're going to put a two in the chat if it's something you did not ask for. And you're going to put a three in the chat if it's a hell no. People be telling me all their business off the record, including Bully B. Yeah, you know some of my business. Okay. Now, here we go. Y'all ready? This is filed under shit we did not ask for. Y'all ready? Y'all got your fingers on the emojis or the number or whatever? Okay, let's go. I'm about to show it to y'all. There is currently a Freaky Friday sequel in the works. Excuse me. With Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Did we ask for that? Did we ask for a sequel to Freaky Friday, which was already a reboot from a movie that Disney did 30 years ago? Did we ask for a sequel? I don't even think I asked for the first one. And I like Jamie Lee Curtis, but I don't think I asked for the first one. I damn sure don't think I asked for a sequel. Abby just said, "Wow." just, just, I mean, did we ask for that? I did not ask for that. Now I said I had to bring it to the tribe because maybe that's something y'all wanted. Maybe that's something that y'all wanted. I had to bring it to the tribe. Okay, y'all didn't want it. Okay. I got one more Tracy sent me. Hold on, I got to scroll up, child. Tracy be sending me all this stuff. I got to scroll back. Oh, maybe it wasn't Tracy that sent it to me. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. Isn't Lindsay pregnant? Girl, enjoy your pregnancy, child. Is she? I guess. Tracy said I'll watch it once. I remember Freaky Friday when I was a kid, the first one. The gifted membership is a great idea. Many have no idea what it's like. Thank you, Be Woke. Thank you. I know the grandpa moved on to glory, so how's it going to work? Child, I don't know. I don't know. Three, I didn't ask for the other ones. Okay. All right. We got one more shit we did not ask for before we get to the rest of the stories, y'all. So here we go. Mountain Dew is Mountain Dew is debuting two new flavors, the Baja Caribbean Splash and the Baja Passion Fruit Punch. I guess the to match the slushies. Don't they have these slushies at Taco Bell? The Baja flavors at Taco Bell. So they're gonna release it as a soda in June, starting in June. Coming in June, new Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavors. They have Caribbean Splash and they have Passion Fruit Punch. Now, personally, I don't drink Mountain Dew at all. I don't really drink Mountain Dew. I see a lot of ones for this one. Okay, I see a lot of ones for this one. Okay, well y'all let me know how it tastes. Y'all know I'm not doing sodas these days, so I don't know, and I'm not gonna try it. I gotta say, with the summer coming up, I gotta save my calories for the poolside libations. Okay, I have to save my calories for the poolside libations. Okay, so y'all let me know how it tastes coming out next month. Sounds like it would taste good. I can't drink soda right now, but I'd be tempted. Ooh, don't tempt. We don't want you to be tempted, Bab. As a future doctoral student, really be Mountain Dew is critical. That's what I need when I'm getting my doctoral, working on my doctoral situation. I need Mountain Dew. I can't just do coffee. Are you claiming that on me, Janae? My letters. You know I'm gonna make y'all listen. Y'all know I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna make y'all call me Dr. Really B, right? So just so y'all know, just be ready for all of it. You're gonna get all of that. You will have to address me as Dr. Really B. I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. You have to call me Dr. Really B, child. Ooh, honey. All right, child, we got an update on the damn YSL trial. Not Dr. Bully B. I ain't doing this with y'all. Do y'all know what? All right, let me tell y'all what today's update is on the YSL trial. Child, it's always something with these YSL people. Young Thug has taken ill and has been transported to the hospital. His attorney said in court that the rapper was being evaluated and he had no idea what his condition currently is, but I am concerned about his well being. Sir, listen, young thug, sir. I mean, were you having shortness of breath? Were you couldn't keep your food down? Did you have a fever? What sent you to the emergency room? Okay. Now remember, last week or the week before last, his attorneys filed another petition requesting that the judge give him bail based on the fact that they were worried about his health. They were worried about him catching the Roni Ron or any other number of things going on down to the jail. And the judge was like, "No, ma'am. I'm with you, Amber. I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm with you, Amber. We saw them videos that y'all was out there posting. We saw those videos that y'all was out there posting, making the homemade concoctions down to the jail cell. We saw them. Now, personally, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Child. All right. Listen. I'm just bringing y'all the information, child. I'm just bringing y'all the information. All right. Definitely withdrawals, probably an anxiety attack. Y'all real nice anxiety attack. Just see Robert De Niro just had another baby. Well, he ain't have it. He fathered it. Sir, go sit down. I ain't got no beef with Robert De Niro, but please go sit down. Go sit down. Interesting, Cali girl. Yeah, Cali girl says that most prisons will not send a prisoner to the ER or the hospital unless it is serious. You can be damn near dying and they still won't send you, wondering if somebody got to him. Something, definitely something, definitely something. Elon Musk said that he is no longer going to be the CEO of Twitter. He is stepping down as CEO, but he is still going to oversee the product. Sir, I'm so sick of him. You took over Twitter, you ran it in the ground, and now you're walking away. Robert De Niro is 79, I think, 79. He does want, he want everybody to know he still got it, right? Child. All right, we got two more stories to get to, y'all. Let me make sure. No, three more stories. We got three more stories to get to. All right, y'all. I had a lot of little quick things to share with y'all today. I have an update to the George Santos story. Remember, we talked about George Santos the other day? He was being indicted, but it was a sealed indictment. Well, the details are coming out now, so I can tell you guys a little more information. George Santos um, has been arrested on 13 criminal counts, including fraud, money laundering, theft of public funds, and false statements. It's the same sitting congressman who lied about his mother being in the South Tower during 9/11, and also the same congressman who introduced a bill named after Nicki Minaj. He pled not guilty on all counts and was released after meeting a $500,000 bond. He could face up to 20 years in prison if found guilty on these charges. So that is what the update is on George Santos. He also allegedly scammed a army vet um, with the fake charity for dogs or something like that. He also lied about being a drag queen. Pictures surfaced of him in drag, and he said it wasn't him. And then he admitted that it was him, but he wasn't a drag queen. That he was just, playing in the drag. That's what he said. Child. Lord, can they arrest my governor? DeSantis, child. DeSantis is running amok, honey. DeSantis is running amok. Okay. All right, y'all. Now this might fall under the category of stuff we did not ask for, or news we don't care about. But I just go ahead and let y'all know what's going down. Okay. Read the tweet that Mr. wrote when he was indicted. Okay, I have to go back and look at it. I'll look it up. Andre, I'll look it up. I'm a voting member of and he is still a voting member of Congress. He has not been censured or anything like that, child. Had it been Maxine Waters, oh my gosh, can only imagine. She'd have been expelled the next day, child. So a couple of weeks ago, I brought you this story, and I really didn't care that much about it then, but it has continued to grow. Reginae Carter, aka Lil Wayne's daughter, and her boyfriend Armon Warren, aka Big YouTuber, had been dating for about a year or so. A couple of weeks ago, a rumor started that he was putting his hands on her because she went live and she had a brace or something on her wrist. Now she told the people, no, there's nothing here to see. I fell down, I hurt my wrist, shooting a new project. I'm working on a new movie. That story sort of grew legs, and Ricky Smiley talked about it on his show. And then there was this big backlash because Armon accused Ricky Smiley of saying that he did abuse Reginae. Him and Reginae both came out and spoke on it, only to find out that Ricky Smiley never said it. They talked about the story and the rumor, but Ricky Smiley never said it was true. Matter of fact, Ricky Smiley was like, "Why would people spread rumors like that? Why would people say that?" They did apologize to Ricky Smiley. Very soon after that, y'all know what they do down to the Instagram. Somebody noticed that they were no longer following each other. So y'all know that the minute people stop following each other on social media, there must be an issue. They broke up, they not friends no more, yada yada yada, right? So that's what had happened. But since then, things have been sort of quiet. Like they never came out to confirm or deny. Um, and I don't really follow them like that to pay attention to every. I mean, I do follow Reginae, but I don't be stalking her. I don't know what she be putting up on a page like that. Well, over the weekend, she posted that somebody tried to break into her house, and she's like, people are just weird. I have to be more careful about, letting people know where I live or something to that effect. So that made me think that she suspected that the person who broke in her house knew where she lived, knew her. Maybe not a best friend or anything, but like knew that was her house, right? And I didn't say this to y'all because I was just thinking to myself, child. I was thinking to myself, um, where the boyfriend, right? Where the man at? Well, after that, it seems as though, and we've talked about this. I did a video on this yesterday. Armand did a live on his YouTube channel, and it was titled "Answering All Your Questions About My Life, Music, Whatever." And of course, people asked about Reginae. Are y'all together? Did y'all break up? And he said to the effect of he would never speak on that publicly. What's going on between him and Reginae is between him and Reginae, and that he would never say anything negative about her. Wow, Jason, you really don't like Ricky Smiley. Okay. So then Reginae made some comments. She posted some comments about beware of men when they love bomb you. Um, insinuating that when men love bomb you, it's not about it's a manipulation tactic. So of course, then people are now really looking and side eyeing like, whoa, what's going on with Armand? Is that what he did? Is that what he did? This isn't Armand Wiggins, Young Rich. This is Armand Warren. That's two different people. Armand Wiggins is gay. This is Armand Warren. So then she also came back and said, hold on, I got it. I don't know why I got it right here, child. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. These people be tweeting and subtweeting each other. Child, nobody got time to keep up with all that shit. So then She said, love bombing is a thing. Know the difference. All right. So he responded and said, I lost all respect for you 100. To come on here and play victim is crazy. I was nothing but respectful because that's all I can do is be respectful. You, on the other hand, I hope these people pray for you, for real. Then he said, my love was never fake. So I can't get on here and do all that extra shit. It ain't even in me. Y'all have fun though. Okay. So today, Reginae goes live on her Instagram. And in one moment, she's trying to clear the air. But in another moment, she's throwing shade again. Now, I didn't catch the whole thing. I caught the last part. But the part I missed was where she basically was trying to explain why she thought that he was love bombing her. And she said she thought it was weird that after she posted about her house getting broken into, that he didn't call her, he didn't check on her. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear what I caught. I only caught a few minutes of it. I'm gonna let you hear what I caught. And y'all might hear what I'm talking about. That she threw a little shade in there. She was throwing a little shade, okay?
Love, my life, with everything. Like you know, I don't think nothing much of it. But like, I love Armon. I don't want nobody to bash him. We are both young. We are both going through things differently, and we don't see stuff the same. Communicate more and just talk about it like offline, even on my behalf as well. But I just had to say because like my character like is being like diminished and like defamed, and it's not that. Like I've been great to my lover. I've been great to Armon. Armon's been great to me, but it has been things where it's like weird stuff going on. So I'm like, it's only how I've grown up, and it's like I've always had people come around in my life, and we have different motives. So I have to stay on my toes, and when things like this happen, it's like, whoa, who was here for me? Were you here for me? Were you not? So it's like
Y'all can't hear it. She's
I'm not trying
whispering.
to
I
go in
can't.
and bash nobody. I love y'all. I love my y'all. Who's that? I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all who support me.
Sorry, I got it up as loud as it'll go, y'all. Sorry.
And just pray for both of us, me and Armon, because we both going through a lot, and we're both good people. We have good hearts. We just some people go through things, and you get through them, or sometimes you just have to let it go, and it's okay. It's okay to let things go. I know that we showed you guys our love, our life, and we put that out in front, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? But you gotta understand, like all the older people, like that's older than us, y'all been through it before. We're only living through it, and with heck of eyes on us. So it gets sometimes like frustrating. It gets crazy sometimes, and we can both act out on feelings that sometimes they might not be true feelings. It might not be how we feel. We might just be mad and not thinking, don't think about it before we react. And we both have to work on that. I do too. I'm not perfect, nor is he. But that's all I wanted to come on here and say. And it's real life situations. It's not. That's why I didn't come on here and make no YouTube. I don't have to make no YouTube video. I wanted to tell y'all this for my heart. I don't need to make no funds from it or anything. I want to tell.
So that's pretty much the end of it. So I felt like she threw shade in two different parts. I'm sorry if y'all couldn't really hear it. But when she was talking about, well, weird things have been happening lately, and I just have to question, that's the way I grew up. I always have to question if people are around me because they love me, or they, if they, because if they love me, or if they, I just basically she was saying she wasn't sure if he was trying to clout chase, right? Which is one of the things he said. He was like he was never trying to clout chase off of her. He said his love was real. Then at the end, she kind of threw it out there. Yeah, I just wanted to come and talk to y'all from my heart. I didn't have to make a coin off of this. I didn't have to go on YouTube. Again, making a dig at him because he did a YouTube video. Well, first of all, he's a YouTuber. That's how he's a YouTuber. He's a big YouTuber. I don't remember how many subscribers he has, but he has a pretty significant subscriber count. Um and also, Reginae girl, stop playing. You are monetized on Instagram. Stop it. So you went down to Instagram, but you are monetized on Instagram. You do your stuff on Instagram all the time. You are monetized on Instagram. So stop it. But neither here nor there. I felt like she had to just come down and say something because he called her out. Because he really hadn't said anything. He really didn't say anything. So anyway, with that being said, child, I know that y'all, a lot of y'all probably don't care, but you know they've been talking about it. So I was just bringing y'all the update, honey. I was just bringing y'all the update, child. Somebody just said that they're bringing back R&B Divas. Now I didn't see where they're bringing back R&B Divas. I did see where the producer of R&B Divas is saying that he wants to bring the show back, but he doesn't. He's in dispute with TV One. And hold on, let me see. Let me find it because I just saw it earlier. I believe it was on the Shade Room. Hold on. Yeah, R&B Divas. No, it was on the Jasmine brand. R&B Divas producer Phil Thornton said he's done with TV One after a heated exchange with the network president. He says, "Release the name and we can take the show elsewhere." So hold on, let me get to the whole. Let me read the full article, y'all. Let me see what the full article talking about. That was on the Jasmine brand. All right, let me read the whole article. Let me read what it says. The producer of R&B Divas and TV One president had it out in the King of Shade comments. Oh, Phil Thornton accused TV One of stalling the series' fourth season. Michelle Wright surprisingly called Thornton's claims bullshit. Oh. Thornton says that he would love to see the show return. However, the show producers don't control the name or the show, he added. If you're not interested, release the name and we can take the show elsewhere. The network president responded with, "You can call me if you like. You have my number." Rice later hit the producer with the peace sign after he noted that she was grateful for the opportunity and success, but we're done. Faith Evans, Kiki Wide, Nikki Gilbert, and Latavia Robinson were among the musical talents on the Atlanta-based series. Have you been waiting for R&B Divas return? So let me read you guys some of the comments, child, because Nikki Gilbert got in them comments, okay? Nikki Gilbert said, at oh, she's responding to somebody. She said, "Phil Thornton was very instrumental in the way millions of people viewed me in a very negative light. Faith and I hired Phil, so clearly we support Black. Amen. I'll be going deep into it tonight on my IG. Ooh, we might have to go over to Nikki Gilbert's IG at 9 o'clock. She said she gonna tell it. She said she gonna tell it." Phil responded and said, "I own my part in the exchange. The facts are, I don't control the name or the show. All rights are controlled by TV One. I tagged the executive producer and the network like I've done with other network executives and pages over." Child, they done got all up in these comments. Okay. "Over the years, when viewers ask me questions that I can't answer. Plus, the network executive and I discussed this specific matter a few weeks ago." So then somebody says, "Nikki Gilbert's company owns the name R&B Divas. Why argue back and forth in the comments? It's public record. Look it up for yourself. I can't wait to see who Nikki and the real Faith Evans, and their team of producers add to the new cast. Be happy the show is coming back. I know I am. And equally happy, my friend, who is a Black woman. Company owns the R&B Divas name and brand. She works her ass off for as long as I have known her creating products and speaking about ownership." Nikki Gilbert said, "That part, friend. I stand with Michelle Rice and TV One, and I own the name." Nikki Gilbert said she owned the name, child. So I guess they are trying to bring it back, honey. Child, there's a whole lot going on. So I guess they are trying to bring it back, child. Nikki always comes off bitter. She really does. Y'all waiting for another season. Who they gonna get to be on it? Who they gonna get to be on it, child? Where does Faith live? I don't know where the hell Faith live, child. I don't know if she live in LA, Atlanta. I don't know where she live, child. I don't know where she lives, child. Shit, we didn't ask for. I agree, because I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know if I want R&B divas, because I think people are being nostalgic about what R&B divas was instead of what R&B divas is. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's my understanding that Nikki Gilbert was really done wrong. Maybe, child, maybe. Not as Faith bringing Stevie so she can abuse him on TV. You know what? I'm not doing this. If Countess comes back, I will watch. Ooh, I can't think of anybody. They all declined Real Housewives of Atlanta, so why would they go back to a lesser paying job and a messier job? I mean, if you think Real Housewives of Atlanta is messy on a network like Bravo, what you think real R&B divas is going to be given down to the TV one? Child. All right. Last but not least, child, before we get out of here tonight, over the Conscious TV's channel yesterday, honey, we got a little treat. Tracy, can you drop Conscious TV's link for me, please, or one of my mods? We got a little treat, honey. And the treat that we had got was that Lamore Whitehead's fake sister came up on to Conscious TV's platform and sort of gave us a little bit of the 411. Now we know that Bishop Whitehead is always talking about how Arthur Miller is his father. Arthur Miller was a community organizer. He was a businessman, and how we know that he was, you know, unalived by the police back in 1970, 77, I think it is. And but the family has always said we don't know him. Now, the story that was told in the paper, and the sister confirmed it, was that they had never heard of him. They didn't know nothing about him. They had never heard the story about him being their brother until he called them out of the clear blue as an adult, grown adult, and said, Arthur Miller was my father. And basically, I heard there was a settlement after his death, and I want some money so I can buy me a car. So the family said, you know what? Papa might have been a Rolling Stone. I don't know. We will pay, let's get a DNA test. Let's get a DNA test. They were willing to fly him to Florida because that's where they live now. They relocated. They were willing to fly him to Florida, let him take the DNA test. And they said if they found out that he was their brother, they would embrace him as a family member. They said, now we didn't have no money for him. She said, we didn't have no money for him. The money had already been, how's he doing? That's good. That's good. That's cute. Your outfit's cute. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad he's doing better. And they said that after they brought up the DNA test, they said he hung up. Now, most of us know that story, but if you didn't know, then you know that's what had happened. After that, they didn't hear from him again. But when he started, trying to be political, he continued to say that Arthur Miller was his father. Now, they said they have asked him not to speak on their father because, again, they don't know nothing about their daddy being his daddy. Now, let me tell you a few things that they did say, that the sister did say, child. The sister said that he don't know nothing about Arthur Miller other than what he can Google. He said whenever he starts telling the story about Arthur Miller, all he does is repeat what is in the newspaper or what you can Google. She said that the story that he tells about how Arthur Miller died isn't even accurate because he's only going by what was in the paper, and everything that was in the paper is not what was accurate. So that's how they know that he doesn't have any intimate knowledge. That she said we've never heard him tell anything that his mother may have shared with him. I mean, of course, he was an infant. He wouldn't remember him. But there's nothing personal. There's nothing anecdotal, right? It is only just um the stuff that's in the paper about how he died. He has posted a few pictures of Arthur Miller holding a baby and Arthur Miller at a christening or something. But again, they were like, that could be anything. Like, we still don't know what the context is because we know his name ain't on the birth certificate. Now, what we do know is that his name ain't on the birth certificate, which means that he did not claim you. He did not claim the baby. But let me tell you what the sister really said, honey. Now, the sister said, now I hate talking about people family, but I'm gonna just have to tell y'all what had happened. The sister said that the mama, Bishop Whitehead's mama, she said, I can't say for certain what my daddy did or did not do. But what I can say is that my uncles also could be his daddy, according to them. And that her uncle, who she said is deceased, she said, but what my uncles did say was that your mama was the neighborhood doorknob. Y'all know everybody got a turn. And she said two of her uncles had slept with his mama. So she might not be your sister, she might be your cousin. Might be your cousin. Sir, she might be your cousin. Okay? She said that her uncle slept with your mama. Both of them. Two of them. She says that what she feels like happened. That what she feels like had happened is that there was probably a couple of options when she got pregnant. A couple of options. And she probably chose the best option. You know what I'm saying? She chose, what did we say? We said that when we were talking about that the other day, that you chose the person that you thought was most advantageous to your situation at that time. Now let's remember, Lamore Whitehead's mama lived across the street from Arthur Miller, which means that allegedly she was sleeping with this man while him and his wife lived right across the street from her, because he was a married man with children, and they lived across the street. So even if it's true, your mama was out here doing, you know, what your mama was out here doing, and was bold with it. How you gonna be sleeping with the man across the street? But you was also sleeping with his brother, allegedly. That's what she has said. And she said, I'm gonna go on and say allegedly. Hey, Pam, girl. She said, I'm going to say allegedly, but I know it's true. I said, ooh. Now, she did say, she did not call Tasha K by name, but she did say that she was not doing any interviews. She said people reached out to her, but she was not doing any interviews. Now, technically, she did an interview last night on Conscious TV, but I think she meant like no formal sit down, one-on-one, Barbara Walters type situation, right? Which we know allegedly Tasha K had reached out to her, and she said no. That's what I had heard on the curve. That's allegedly though. Uncles told her they never knew of Arthur Miller messing with her, but they did. I screamed when I said, right, like I ain't know about my brother doing it, but I know I had a turn. Um, and she said that it's been a lot. She talked about that. Let me tell you a funny story. She said that CNN was doing a story on Arthur Miller, right? And he had interviewed with CNN, but then CNN reached out to them, the real family, and baby, they ended up cutting him out of the interview altogether and only focused on the family because he couldn't prove it. He couldn't show any proof that he was actually Arthur Miller's son. Now, she did say that the 45th anniversary of his death is coming up, and so there will be some things that they're going to be doing as a family. But baby, Tracy Wilson, Pam. Tracy said she wants to contact you to ask you a question about a situation. Is that okay? Pam, put your website in the chat. Don't you have a professional number? It's like 1-800 Pam. What is it? 1-800 Pam something. Put it in the you can put it in the chat, or if you want me to just send it to Tracy, I can. If you don't want to put it in the chat, you just text it to me and I'll get it to Tracy. I know she has a business line, and she, so if you could drop it in the chat, or I'll give it to Tracy if you don't want to put it in the chat. He actually told them not to contact the sisters. Right? Yeah, yeah, that's right. He told CNN not to contact the sisters. Child, I said, but y'all, it was she was on there for about an hour. She stayed on there for a while. I mean, she talked about her father and who he was to her, and growing up with him and everything. She talked about the foundation that they've started and all of that. So she gave us a lot of other information on Arthur Miller, but she definitely said, "Listen, we don't know him. We don't know him. We don't like the fact that he uses our father's name. We've told him, and she said that he's been disrespectful." Okay, thanks, Pam. Pam, Trey, get it to you. Pam is gonna text me. I'll get it to you with the information. Um, Lord, Pam, everybody wants some help. Jason said he might need some help too. I know she has a professional line that I will when she sends it to me. I'll forward it to you guys. Excuse me. But yeah, I just had to give y'all that. But y'all gotta go Conscious TV to hear the whole thing. But I just thought that was interesting when she said his mama was a hoe. And her mama was out here and everybody had to turn. And when she said that, I said, ooh. She called his mama the doorknob. I said, ooh, ooh, not the doorknob. Ooh. Um, yeah, it oh that bishop. Um, that's pretty much all. I was gonna say something else, but I'm done. I'm at the point now. I really think I'm tired of talking about him, y'all. I do. I think I am. I think I'm tired of talking about the bishop. Now that don't mean we're not gonna keep following his legal escapades, okay? But he just keeps saying the same thing over and over, 10 toes down. I'm sick of him. But I'm gonna tell you where I am gonna be now. Tasha K do this 3-part series. Y'all know we gonna get into that, honey. You know we gonna get into that. No, he went live he didn't go live last night, but he did go live. What night was that he went live? Tuesday night and did a praise and worship, child. Did a praise and worship, child. Wait a minute, what happened? He didn't go live after that. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. We gonna get off of here. Now he look like a ninja turtle. See, now I'm not doing this with y'all. Where's the bishop's wife going live every morning? She ain't missed a day. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on with them personally, but baby, she ain't missed a day of her breakfast of champions, honey. She ain't missed a day. Sure. With that being said, y'all, we about to get out of here. Listen, we is 192 a year. Please, if you have not hit that like button, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We have a good time, child. We have a good time over here. Um, um, Yeah, I think that's it. And don't forget to thank a teacher. You got one more day if you haven't done it yet. If you had to wait till payday, I understand, child. Payday is Friday. It's tomorrow for me too. And a sister been woo, a sister been woo this week. But tomorrow's payday. Praise him. And so if you had to wait till payday, I understand. But make sure you thank a teacher tomorrow, okay? All right, y'all. I am out. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.